What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome back to the Pentagon challenge. So here we are now, we're starting our new season with Suwon. So I think before we go into that we're going to talk about Ghana. So we had the African Cup of Nations and no live com, which means sadly we didn't actually get to the final. Instead we came 4th place. We ended up losing to Ivory Coast to start with in a 3-2 defeat with Akempong scoring 2 early goals. But that still wasn't enough in the end of the day to pick up all 3 points as we threw away the advantage. After that we won 4-0 and drew the last game 3-3, which meant we just scraped through, because of that draw, into the second round. But then we came to life against South Africa. 3-1 victory and a very comfortable victory. Oh no, sorry, not very comfortable, but a decent victory of that. It's been a while, sorry. But an ex-player of Haldo Kotzi. He used to play for us. But a good result and a 3-1 victory, and I thought maybe we could go through. Then we faced Morocco, and I weren't too sure what to expect against Morocco, and sadly we lost 1-0, and it was such a difficult defeat to take because really just the lack of possession I think killed us in the end. And I'm sort of struggling with Ghana to find a formation that will work. So I'm going to stay here, obviously. We've still got a World Cup qualification that I think we can achieve. And then ended up, I'll talk about this quickly, then we ended up losing 2-0 to Algeria, but I think we can qualify for the World Cup. If after this World Cup campaign we are unsuccessful and we don't qualify, I will resign afterwards because I just don't feel there's much I can achieve here. Like I said, I'm sort of struggling to find a formation that will click, and also I think the real life players are now sort of fading out of the team, they're sort of trickling away, so I don't think, maybe one more African Cup of Nation left in this side, but then afterwards it will just be regens and I think they may struggle. So that is Ghana, but we'll talk about Suwon now. And we'll go into the transfers. Of course, that's what happened. That's what's mainly happened in this off-season. So a lot of people left. A lot of people were released on freeze at the end of their contracts. Just didn't decided I really wanted to clear out a lot of the squad so I could bring in my own players. I didn't actually bring a lot of people in, but decided to get rid of all the people I weren't playing. We loaned out a few youngsters as well. We ended up selling Dennis Dijkmeer for 1.1 million. He's a good player. He was a really good player for us last year at right back. But I decided I could use the foreigner positions a lot better by getting rid of him. So 1.1 million I think is a decent fee to pick up for the lad, especially considering he's now valued at 1.6. So clearly he's not exactly the highest. Where has he gone? Qatar. Yes, he has. But yeah, I think it's all right selling. You know, like I say, decent fee recovered, and also we brought in we brought in two. Well, I think one right back definitely to come in and compete. But I just feel, like I say, the foreigner position that he was taking up could be better invested in elsewhere on the pitch, where we were weaker and there weren't many good Korean players around. So now to the ins. First guy we got was Mario Plasic, 24 years of age, and ex-Chelsea player, obviously not in real life, but ex-Chelsea player in the game. Never broke through for them, but really good stats on the lad. He'll be playing centre mid today. He'll be starting, and hopefully he'll have a good season for us because he's on quite a bit of week, and as a free transfer, it's a pretty good signing, I'd say. Next guy, Yong Hee, £250,000. He is a right back that will coming in and sort of competing for that right back role and sort of replacing Dijkmeer. Kim Yong Hee, pretty good player, coming in from the league champions as well, the former league winners. I don't think he played for them. Oh no, he did play for them. Oh no, he didn't play for them. You see, he was on loan for Busan, but has played decently in the league actually for the past 2 seasons. So I'm sure now, surrounded by a few better players, he'll do well. Not got the best defensive stats for a fullback, nor the best attacking stats really, but I'm sure that I can grow. He's still 21. He's still got a bit of time to develop. Next guy was Papi, free transfer, another foreigner, 28 years of age, defensive midfielder. I felt we needed a new one, and this guy looks quality. Got a really good report on him. And coming in from the South African divisions, used to play for Wits, not while I was there though. And so, you know, using my South African knowledge to bring this player in. But yeah, I think it's a good signing. Got some really nice defensive stats on him. Not only that, some good attacking stats as well. So there's Papi. Next guy, Sung Real. I don't know how to pronounce that. 20 years of age, another right back coming in. How much should we sign this guy for again? 200k. So again, another option on that right back role. Which sort of meant Dijkmeer isn't really needed. You know, once we sign these 2 guys, Dijkmeer is just going to be dropped out of the team because he is foreign, and I'm going to try and develop these South Korean talents. So, yeah, pretty good signing. This guy, nothing incredible about him, but he's got a decent report on him to become a good player, and he's all right now. So, I'm happy with that. Next guy, the most expensive signing of the transfer window was 1.1 million for Sultan Al Sawaidi. 26 years of age, and he's coming in as our right attacking mid. Now, physically, he's not the best player around, but I think technically and mentally, he's very solid for this level, very good for this level. Cost me quite a bit, and I believe that's just because where he come from. He came from the United Arab Emirates, where, of course, there is quite a lot of money, so they're going to demand quite a lot of money, and plus he's been going around for quite hefty fees as well in his career, so they wanted to recuperate as much as they could, and it was quite a long drawn process to sign this guy, but I'm really happy I've got him now, and I'm sure he'll do well in this division, and yeah, let's see how he does. That's all I can really say about this guy. Really good. I'm happy I've got him because he was a guy which I was chasing, like I say, for a while, and it took a long time to finally agree a deal and to get him here and then to get the wage budget available and stuff like that, so it's good to get this guy out. Finally get this guy in, I should say. And then last guy is Yong Chan from Busan, 250k, left back. He'll be coming in as our sort of backup option, and plus the current left back is injured, so he'll be starting today's first league game of the season. So those were the transfers, spending 1.83 million, bringing in 1.1, and just filling one player for that as well. So overall, not too bad of a transfer record, recuperating as much funds as I could. But there's a little look at the starting 11 on star ratings. So as you can see, defensively is probably our weakest area of the pitch, but if we were to put in the actual left back that would originally play, Sok Young, we can actually see it's actually not a bad area, and 3-star isn't bad for this level as well, plus the right back is young, he can develop, so overall I'm happy with pretty much all areas of the field, but I'd say we're most threatening going forward, so that's what I'm going to be interested to see. I'm interested to how we do going forward this year, because I think definitely we've got the quality there. But let's sort out this team before the first game. So you two be on the bench. Actually, you can be on the bench. Centre mids are all injured or suspended, which is quite a worrying thing. You can do there. You can do there. And I guess we'll put another striker on the... Actually, no, I guess we'll put another wing on the bench. Alright, so let's submit the team. Let's go forward. So we have Ulsan today. First game of the season. They're predicted to finish around mid-table. We're predicted to finish second. So it'll be interesting to see how we do. Here is our 4-5-1 formation. Shorter passing, retain tempo, retain possession, and also high tempo. Standard balanced mentality. Some of the roles there. I think some of the roles have changed to sort of suit the players a little bit more. Like Pasalic. I think I said his name right a second ago. Anyway. Pasalic, box-to-box midfielder. And also Chung Hon is an advanced playmaker support. You know, a few changes, like I say, to sort of adapt the players and play what they're more suited to, but that's fine. The main formation hasn't changed itself. So let's go into this. Who's going to get the number? You can get 20. Fine. Let's see how we do. Come on, Suwon. Let's start the season brightly and then go on and see how we can do from there, because we've got no distractions, no continental competition. I expect a good performance, and ideally I just want to get Champions League football. Of course I want to win the league, but Champions League football is the main priority right now. Challenge, nope, I'm going to say this calmly. Do I expect to win today? We're a big team. We had a poor season last year. Let's start the season as well as we ended it. You know, 3 wins at the end of last season. Let's start it equally as well as the £1.1 million signing. Of course, has to get injured in the first 3 minutes in his debut. Of course. Of course. Brilliant. Oh well, let's hope it's not out for too long. It's pretty slow, quite boring start to the game. But now we've got a highlight. Olsen with the ball now, and they've got around the back of the defence, and oh my god, how has Carlos missed that? Especially his second opportunity. He really should have been burying that in the back of the net. Poor defending there, though. It was so easy for him just to get around the back of the fullback. And again, Olsen are on the attack. Has managed to clear this one away this time. Come on. Come on, Ademi. You can do this. We can get a goal. No, not looking good. Match stats wise, we're not looking good. And now it's Olsen on the attack, and they've rattled the crossbar. Jesus. Alright, we've got a corner. Let's see what we can do. Do we take an undisturbed lead? No, we can't. What a shame. Good opportunity, though. And maybe we're just slowly getting into the game. Tactics still hasn't fully gelled. So maybe that's just why we had such a slow start. And we do take the lead. It is Lee Sung-ho with the goal. The right attacking midfielder, I believe. Finding the back of the net. Just coming on as well for the injured players. We didn't even start the match. But after 30 minutes of being on the pitch, he's found the back of the net. He's free at the far post. Decent header. Straight to keeper, though. But the keeper, I don't know why, but he's on the floor, sort of starfishing around. And in the end, we get the goal that gives us the lead. Good start, good start. You know, took us a while to get into the game, but now we're in it. We're looking dangerous. This Pasalic to Chung Hon. Good passing from the team. Really good passing. Yong Hee. Sang Ho down on the right. Come on, whip this ball in. Find that delivery. Papi, Pasalic. We're taking our time, building that play nicely, which is good to see. Not wasting possession. As the ball's whipped in, and it's Sang Ho yet again at that far post with the second goal of the game for him. And we take a 2-0 advantage. Really good play, building up play nice and slowly, just trying to find the space, and when we finally did, it's a beautiful ball in the box. Sang Ho this time actually challenged for the ball, but still the defender is unable to get it off him, and we take a 2-0 advantage. Sang Ho is a super sub. Wow, we almost played 50 minutes in that first half. But anyway, 2-0 at half time. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Still pretty evenly fought match. We're still not exactly dominating. The scoreline doesn't reflect how the match has been played on the pitch. But that doesn't matter right now. I'm happy with that. But of course, I'd love to see more goals. As we've got the ball and whipping this in one, yet again. It's whipped in yet again. I couldn't get the words out. Oh, but how did that not go in the back of the net? We had 2 players in and around there. That's right. Let's make some subs now. Let's start thinking about the next game. So we're going to bring Young Gu on, and I guess we'll take a Demi off, and we'll bring on Byung So, and see how we do with that. See if that makes any change, but I think we're going to walk out eventual winners here. Will they score a goal? No, it's a good save from the keeper. But I think we're going to walk out 2-0 victories, 2-1 winners here, 2-1 victors. For some reason, I think my striker has picked up a knock up front, which isn't good either. He may be injured. Hopefully he doesn't. But there you go, with 2-0. Suwon win their first game of the season, and we're off to a good start. Took us a little while to get in the game, which is a little worrying, because if, again, we have a slow start in the next match, a better team will capitalise on that, and we will fall behind very early, and that's, of course, not ideal for anyone. But at least we've got the win, and we've still got a little bit more time until the tactic gels in, and I'm sure we'll be a dominant team and we'll be a force in this league this season. Oh, I've continued forward when I didn't mean to. But what I was thinking, I don't know when I'll meet you back next. It'd probably be halfway through the season, I'm guessing, maybe. Can we go browser now? I would like to browser. There we go. When will I meet you back next? Because I know the league obviously splits in 2. But it splits in 2 quite late into the season. I don't know. What I'm thinking is, I'll either meet you back at the end of the season, at the mid-stage of the season, if it's looking pretty comfortable that I'm going to get into the top split. If it's not looking comfortable, I'll meet you back before the league splits. So if not, I'll meet you back 16 games in. If we're not looking comfortable, like in the next 6 games that we're going to get in the top split, I'll come and meet you back 22 games left. Sorry about that. Like, so if it doesn't look like I'm going to be comfortable in the top split, I'll meet you back 22 games in with the live com to decide whether we're in a top group or not. But I'm sure we'll get in a top group. I hope. I'm sure, yeah. So until next time, guys. Peace out.